of a milestone that has been put, and all the effort that has been put, and especially by having, first of all, a documentary. This documentary is going to show the achievement by Kenya-China alumni and the contribution that they have been able to do. Number two, we are going to have awards. So today we are having awards, and we are going to award people who have performed exemplary good in their areas, from environment, from the corporate, from the banking, from the tour industry, and so on and so forth. Finally, we are also going to appreciate the cultural performances and the artistic space that has been done by the people who are also alumni. First of all, I would like to say that Kenya-China alumni has come from the most and the key people who are our first line ambassadors are Kenya-China alumni students. The reason China 在一堂跟Kenya 这个校友会，我们校友会是已经去中国的人呢，他们更多了解我们中国文化。So they are the first key people to be able to make the relationship between Kenya and China. And therefore, we want to appreciate the effort that has been put forward in this, because the people who will be awarded have done very well in terms of their areas. And therefore, as we start officially, I want us to do what we always do. I want you to go ahead, and then we are going to take it up by having a very good performance by. Oh, really? I love your performance. You will go fast. But before we do that, let us know what they are doing. You might end up making this opportunity that of a lifetime. Can we go ahead? Karibu sana. And get to know some more people there, right? I can see Nicole. Nicole, you're doing business here, right? Okay, Paid 老师，你左边那个帅哥，他叫什么名字？你知道吗？你知道他叫什么名字？我觉得你以前就认识吧，对吧？啊，你左边呢？他叫啥？他叫什么 ？Tony， 他中文名字叫啥？对，没告诉你。属威，哪一个威？未来的未，你真的有未来。哦，哦 ，Sunshine， Thank you very much. All right， 老板，你左边那个美女叫啥名字？他没有说嘛？你刚才问他嘛 ？Jenny， oh nice, I see. So it's good. So if we were to call everybody to come and appreciate the China-Kenya relationship, we would have thousands of people, because you understand that China is not only a force to reckon with, but China, we have enjoyed good bilateral friendship and relationship. And if we were to call everybody to come here, especially the number of alumni that we have, we would be having so many people. But because of the interest and constraint of time, we couldn't have managed to invite everybody. But we have many people who would like to associate themselves with the Chinese in terms of business, socio-cultural development, and so on and so forth. And therefore, that's why I said everybody need to know the person on the left is going to give us a performance. She's going to tell us more about it. And as you can see, the Kenya-China alumni is also really supportive of our very young talent. She's going to play a traditional Chinese instrument, one of a kind, okay? And I told her she is the first person I have seen perform this, the whole of Africa, and maybe and beyond. So Wendy, would you take it up? So help me give a round of applause for every time you play this instrument, to me it always sounds better. So, 你今天这个表演跟上次一样吗？你换了什么东西呢？
像我改了一些，变短了一点。
哦，变短了一点，但是我没。
GTC 表演那天弹的那个，所以我就把它变短，变成3分钟以内的。
哦，那非常好听。So, it's the same like the one for last time, right? And would you like to tell us what it's about? Today, I think I'm able to feel the ambience from slow to quick kind of society. So what is it about for someone who didn't hear you last time?
It's when, like in the morning, when there is nobody on the streets, then people start waking up. They start opening their shops and more people come. And then, yeah.
Wow. Did you feel that ambience, that kind of a thing? The slow start of the day, then there is the quick every day, and people are increasing, activities are increasing. Did you feel something like that? I think I felt. Thank you. Good job, Wendy. So do you want to say thank you to your teacher once again, like last time?
戴老师，
戴老师今天他在吗？
对，
谢谢 Wendy. Please give her another round of applause. Thank you very much. Good job. We always love your performance. Wow. Amazing. I said last time that I used to play guitar. And when you see any string instrument, it's really hard to play. But nowadays I don't do that. Maybe because now the second person to give us another performance will be a song from Hans Nick. She is a former Chinese bridge winner.
I'm going to sing a song called Pangyo. As you guys are celebrating 60 years between China and Kenya, it means that all of us are good friends. So Pangyo in Chinese means friends.
Just in case there's someone who doesn't understand Chinese, so what was the song telling us? Because you said Pangyo something, eh?
Yes, the song is Pangyo. Pangyo means friends. It shows how long people have been like in Kenya for the 60 years. It shows the time, a lot of challenges, and you've overcome every challenge, and now you're still going on. Yes.
Okay, I think you got that. It is about overcoming challenges for friends. Today, once again, we would like to welcome our brothers and sisters, our friends from the Chinese delegations. We have walked quite a milestone and we appreciate you. And the reason why we do that is because from the macro perspective, Chinese have done a lot of infrastructural infrastructure projects. And China still right now remains to be the largest trading partner with Kenya. Apart from that, we also want to appreciate the one-on-one, people-to-people, person-to-person impact that China has done. If you were to ask most people here, they work in a field of Chinese. Here we have bankers who are in charge of Chinese investment. We have got teachers who teach Chinese. We have got people who have tour companies. We have got people who do performances for a living. We have got people who do interpretation for a living. We have got people who do deal with Chinese, who have been employed by the Chinese investors. And therefore, as we appreciate today the 60th anniversary of Kenya-China relationship, we would like to say that we appreciate each and every milestone and each and every contribution that China has done towards Kenya, in people's lives in terms of projects from environment, socio-economic, and political development. And therefore, I want to keep saying what we have been talking about. We do that, okay? Everybody is okay right now? How is the feeling? How is the mood? It's good. How? Should we stop there? Shall we proceed? Thank you. With your permission. Now, we are going to have one more performance by Art Panda. And I felt that I need to a little brief about Art Panda. Among the people that we are going to award today, I want to appreciate specifically a guy called Steve Wakoli, if I'm not wrong. Clap for him, please. Steve Wakoli, to me, he has always been in a way that he studied his Chinese from KUCI, proceeded to Shandong University, and he studied some kind of martial arts. When he came back, he did something very interesting. He started a club only to train children, but they are mostly based in those Piming Kul. So apart from being, they can be able to make some money. They make some moolah, make some yuan, okay? Rain some money, money rain, okay? So this kind of inspiration is what we see in Kenya-China alumni. He has been an inspiration to many children, who want to train martial arts, kung fu, and he has inspired them in a very special way. And today, I want to recognize Steve Wakoli as one of our heroes, still one of our Kenya-China alumni. So, Steve, take it up. Can we appreciate Steve? So, apart from teaching this little one the martial arts, he also teach a lot of culture through martial arts. And therefore, Steve, do you think the stage is enough, or you are going to cut the ambassador's ear? We don't want that to happen, okay? So, Shatoya, please let someone to remove these. I know you need quite a space, okay? Welcome, welcome, Steve. So, as they help us remove these dais, we want to ask a few people to tell us, what do you know about Kenya and China relationship? What do you know about Sino-Africa or Kenya and China? Who can tell us something? Just raise up your hand. We have studied in China, we don't know anything about Kenya and China relationship. Yes, sir.
It is turning 60 years old on 14th.
Kenya's biggest, not one of the, it is Kenya's biggest trading partner right now by numbers. Oh, 老师.
I do know that China is interested. I do know that China has partnered with some of the most industries in Kenya and being in the education sector, teaching Mandarin foreign language. China is really partnering with the education sector in Kenya. Thank you.
Okay, good. China is partnering in education sector in Kenya. Do you want to become a model next time? I thought you are a teacher. Okay, good. Now, China has grown in terms of relationship with Africa. Of course, each and everything that starts has got its own challenges. But today, we want to appreciate, as she said, the kind of contribution that is made by Kenya-China alumni. And I want to repeat this with a lot of confidence because we know and we understand that we are the people who are in the first line of fighting for the Chinese. One is because each and every person, each and every one of us here has in one way or another, big time or small time, gained from Chinese investment. Am I right on that? Am I right on that? Each and every, I know Engineer Maritim here is an engineer who has done quite a lot of contribution, and I don't want to preempt it because we are going to see a documentary. And each and every person here, and I want to encourage our little ones here who have not studied Chinese. Most of us who have done Chinese, and I keep saying that, we do not necessarily come from rich background. There is a lot of Chinese scholarship, as she has said, and most of us went to China through Confucius Institute scholarship, and we were supported, we were given stipend, and that is what we are. I did my undergraduate, I have done my master's, but what has really helped me is not my undergraduate or what I have done. It is the Chinese that I did for a short while. It is what I eat from. Whatever I have become is from Chinese. So I want to appreciate once again, would you clap for the Kenya-China relationship, right? Very well. So do you want more performances? Are you ready, Steve Wakoli? Okay, take it up, Steve.
海里，我的梦里，我的心里，我的歌声里。谢谢大家。
Hello, everyone. Sorry for that. It isn't as it was planned because of the music and but next time, I guarantee you guys you are going to enjoy. So these are 4 different cultures. We have the Chinese culture, we have the Spanish, we have the Kenyan, we have the Tanzanian, and now we are doing worldwide because that was salsa and we just stripped it out a little bit. And then we are doing also taekwondo, karate, and all that. We are doing Asian culture, Spanish, and Western culture, all that. Thank you, guys.
Good job, Steve. Let us give them a good round of applause. As I had alluded, everything good has its own challenges, right? 在中国有一个成语，它就是说万事开头难。Everything when it's beginning, 万事开头难。Everything when it's beginning, it has got its own challenges, got teething problems in English. So we appreciate those problems. Everybody go through challenges, right? But it was a good performance, Steve. Now, we want to... Daktari, I'm a student of international relations. Can I continue teaching a little bit of 1, 2, 3 things? Do you allow me? For the interest of time, okay, I will not teach so much. But I wanted to say, one of the Kenya-China initiative and program that have really helped Africa, number 1 is what you see people referring as BRI, Belt and Road Initiative, came back in 2013. That has been very instrumental. Number 2 is what we call FOCAC. Because today we are talking about Kenya and China relationship, FOCAC is basically Forum on China-Africa Cooperation that came up in 2000. I will ask some questions later. So let us go and have some speeches. And I'm going to invite Nathan, our secretary, to officially introduce our guests and welcome them. Nathan, Brother Lauban, welcome.
Good morning. Dajahao. Our chairman is here, and so sorry, MC. I think we mixed up something. So, Dr. Rutichi, please. Dajahao. 今天我们在庆祝中共60年。So I think we will be speaking more Chinese and Kiswahili. So the Kenyans, you speak Chinese, and the Chinese, they speak Kiswahili. Yeah. So, first of all, I would like to recognize the presence of our invited guest, led by Deputy Councillor, Mr. Chan, and also accompanied by Chen. We also have Mr. Not doing it in order of seniority, but I hope all of us remember Mr. Wang Zhou. I think he's somewhere here. We still remember the nice food. When I was in China, I could hear the sound. And I shared the photos and the videos with Chinese friends there. And they were very excited. And most of them, they are waiting for videos for this event. So today, we also have Mr. Hanke with us. He's over here. We also have Mr. We also have we also have Xiu Hui with us here. I know he's seated somewhere there. And we also have myself, and also have yourselves. We have Madame Baobing. I'm sure she's seated somewhere. Oh, yes. No, I was thinking, yeah. And then also, we also have Mr. Shi is here with us. So let me stop there, but say we are very proud of you coming here today because we are marking a very important milestone in the Kenya-China relationships. We have a number of activities that we are going to do, so I want to invite Norbert, first of all, to take us through some of the awards. We want to recognize the contribution of the alumni that we have here. I'm sure most of you know Tony. Do you know Tony? If you don't know Tony, maybe you can tell us one Swahili word. Okay, so we are going to do that. So, Norbert, just come and take us through the awards that we are going to do.
So thank you so much. So many Chinese speakers gathered here. This is a dream that started years ago when the alumni was founded, with some of the first members being Maritim and others that have since retired. So you can see that journey, that there are Chinese speakers that have already retired. It's quite a journey for me. He was in China in 1982. The reason we call him Alumni 001 is because he says he was the first to step out of the plane. So there were other 4 students, but he was the first to step out into China. Many since then. Currently, the alumni has over 1,500 members, with many scholarships coming from the Confucius Institute, and others are Chinese government scholarships for civil servants and other people in different fields. So and even with our friends from the Confucius Institute, the Chinese Embassy, Chinese business people, what we have been able to do together this year. So from the last time we met, we were celebrating 40 years of Kenya-China, of Chinese scholarships from China. This year, we were able to have a very big event where we were able to see over 55 students who are starting their journey to China. They have since settled, gotten their scholarships, and they are very happy with the orientation and mentorship they received from members of the alumni. One of our initiatives within the teachers group is to visit different schools, encourage those who are studying Chinese. We have been doing this mainly in Nairobi area, but we have a dream that from next year we'll be able to take Chinese to every county in Kenya so that it stops being an urban language but becomes part of the language of the people. As you're speaking Swahili, you know 2 or 3 Chinese words. We want it to reach the grassroots. In the education sector, most of the Chinese that's being studied is mainly in tertiary institutions. We want to bring it lower. The government has taken it to primary level, but we'd like it to start at pre-primary level, where we have early childhood education teachers knowing a word or 2 of Chinese. Then one of the other things we've been able to achieve through the teachers group is various cultural events like the one we had last week. We had the cookout in Crawford first, which had around 150 students participating. Then we had the one we had last week. We have also had different language competitions. We have been able to for the primary school students, which was organized at Brook House. In addition to this, we have our very own competition for Chinese, which is called the Spelling Bee, sponsored by Know About This Language, about to become more aware of it. This was attended by more than 150 students from different schools across Kenya. So this year as the alumni, we have been able to set up a website. We have been able to set up a YouTube page just to try and disseminate this information further. For those that don't know, the alumni even has its own news page where we share different stories of Kenya and China that appear in different publications over the world. We have our own place where we share that, and we have a media group that's headed by Carol. I don't know if she thinks she's outside. Yeah, we can appreciate her. Where She's in charge of ensuring that this news is spread, that we have Kenyan writers talking about Chinese stories, and even our very own stories are getting out to China. So this year we were able to participate in the Kenya Film Week, which was organized by the Chinese embassy. And recently, we also had publishers in China to see how we can have more publications in the vocational sector. We shall be collaborating with the Technical University of Kenya, and for the general public, collaboration with the Kenya Literature Bureau to ensure that we don't have a shortage of Chinese books and other technical books, which is where China's specialty mainly is. So we really appreciate the alumni and other people's initiative. We have members here, such as Albert. Where is Albert? He teaches in a school somewhere in Akon. So what are we saying about the alumni? The alumni is not just people who studied in China. They are people who studied in China and are making a difference in every part where they are. We have teachers making a difference. We have engineers who are doing great innovations, bringing water solutions to places without water. We shall see that in the documentary coming up. So think of yourself, alumni. Maybe some of our guests are wondering, how come when we have performances, half of the room is empty? These are our alumni who are doing these performances. We didn't get people from outside. These small kids, they are our students. So the alumni are here to make a difference, and we inspire you to do the same in everything that you do for the coming year. Thank you so much.
No better. Lai Jing show or Shang that Kang Lawa Danaka speech. So maybe because of that, I'm going to summarize what I'm going to say. So ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, Chinese Business Association leaders, chairpersons of various associations, specifically the Chinese Women Association, the Chinese Overseas Association in Kenya, chair, our very important guest, Councillor David, Deputy Chief of the Mission, Mr. Chang Ji Zhong, Ms. Chen, also the alumni members, Daja Hao. Today is a very important day. Now, that's the problem. Just cut it from there. Today is a very important day that we come to during friendship between Kenya and China. This auspicious milestone is not just a mere marker of time, partnership that has weathered challenges and flourishing through collaboration, mutual respect, and shared aspirations. Over the years, the alumni have grown from a small group of 001, who is sitting here with us, in 1982 to, this shows how much Kenyans believe in the quality of education in China. It reminds me when I was going to China and US, some were going to Europe, and one of them asked me, give me your email, and when you get to China, write to me and tell me what is in China. They were really surprised that I was going to China. And for sure, I didn't know what is in China. But now we are having even many students who are sponsoring themselves to go and study in China. This morning, we shall mark celebration with 3 main activities. Unveiling of the Kenya-China 60 years friendship documentary. So we have a documentary documenting what we've done over the years. We are also going to acknowledge outstanding alumni through the awards. We want to recognize contributions from the alumni to the strengthening of this friendship. We also want to appreciate the artistic space through various performances. I'm sure you've seen Wakoli here, Steve, doing martial art, and somebody would think he works in a Chinese institute. But he's a Kenyan who is determined to use culture as a way of building friendship. The documentary we are about to unveil is a testament of the progress, growth, and transformation our beloved Kenya has experienced over the past 6 decades, thanks to the enduring relationship with our friends in China. From humbling beginning, we've seen education flourish, infrastructure redefine our landscape, industries thrive, and our economy leap forward. The documentary shows us the essence of our shared journey, highlighting the tangible results of our collaboration and cooperation. Yet, beyond the physical advancements, we gather here today to celebrate something far more profound, the transformation of our lives. Our alumni who have ventured to China in this pursuit of education and knowledge return not just with degrees, but with values deeply ingrained in their fabric of their beings. Values of hard work, dedication, innovation, and commitment to excellence have not only transformed their trajectories, but have rippled outwards positively, touching and changing the lives of countless Kenyans. We saw Steve here performing with students and also other members who have not been to China. But what they've learned in China has helped them to also impart others to perform. Under the Chinese government scholarship, we've had over 100 receive short-term scholarships to study language and culture in different Chinese universities under the Confucius Institute. For this, we are very grateful to the Chinese Embassy and hope that in their planning next year, they will include 1 or 2 opportunities, remarkably from the alumni, so that we can be able to get some of these young fellows that you see here to go and study in China. So I hope Your Excellency, Councillor, that consideration will be given a positive response. I also want to say this. I appreciate the Chinese business leaders who are here today because we know a number of our alumni. The alumni is a collection of different Kenyans who have studied in China in a variety of disciplines. We have engineers who build infrastructure that connects the communities. We have the teachers who have imparted knowledge that shapes young minds. We also have interpreters and translators who facilitate engagement in various meetings. And also, I always call them peacemakers, because sometimes if you are not being understood, you can be misunderstood. So the alumni who are involved in translation and interpretation, they create peace. So we also have those who have done international relations. I know we have one member who is teaching that at the Power of Information Technology, fostering innovation, enhancing guides and interpretation training. Also, we want to empower agricultural businesses and refine marketing strategies. Through these initiatives, we aim to foster our members' capabilities to ensure that their marketability and also transformation potential in their respective fields. Furthermore, we are also looking forward towards a cultural bridge between our nations. We aspire to establish a cultural center with the general support of the embassy. I know we have institutes, various Confucius institutes will be coming to knock your doors for you to give us space so that we work together. In addition, none of this would be possible without our alumni, the Chinese Embassy, Confucius Institutes, and local partners steadfast. I appreciate the Chinese community who have come forward to support our initiatives. I know this morning we've had some of the business leaders here from the Shandong and the friends who are with us here who have said they are going to support some of the awards that we are giving. So we say thank you for that.